Hello there, Karmic Warriors, Yogis, and Yoginis. I'm Lisa Engles Witter. I'm super delighted to be here with you today doing a new moon oracle reading for November 2022. And because we are in the season of relationships, we're going into the holidays. This can be quite challenging for a lot of us, and for a lot of us, it can also be a time of celebration. Regardless, what we're going to be looking at in today's oracle reading is what karmic patterns might be standing in your way of achieving true harmony and fulfillment in your relationships, whether that's with someone in your family, your spouse or partner, a friend, a colleague, anything. Again, this is a season that's all about relating and relationships. So let's take a look at our karmic patterns in relationships for this oracle spread for the new moon. Now, really quick, before we hop into this oracle reading, I want to let you know that the oracle is now available for sale. It's actually on pre-sale during this holiday, the November Black Friday time. It's such a strange time, right? So from Black Friday through Cyber Monday through Giving Tuesday, the oracle is on pre-sale. I'm super excited about this. It's the first time I've put it out there in public for sale. I've been using it for quite some time with clients now, as you know, doing readings just like this out in the public and actually doing sacred circles with the oracle. But now the oracle is available for sale. It's the only oracle of its kind that works with karma, the law of karma, and karmic patterns. It's a very, very different oracle than any other oracle out there. All the details about how to get the oracle for $24.99 plus my live masterclass on how to use the oracle is in the description below this video. So let's go ahead and hop into our oracle reading. So let's go ahead and dive into our reading for this month, for this month's new moon. So again, the reading that we're doing today is to look at what karmic patterns or what should we be looking at in terms of our karma, our karmic patterns that might be standing in the way of achieving total harmony and fulfillment in our relationships. We're going to be using the primary suits of the Karmic Warrior Oracle: Awaken, Liberate, Align, and Orientation. So let's see what we get here. All right, beautiful. So we got Orientation, Liberate, and Align as our cards. So our first card that we pick is the theme that we're dealing with. The second card is our unseen challenge, and the third card is our unseen opportunity. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the oracle is telling us. All right, so let's have a look at the wisdom of the oracle, what it's telling us. Now, this first card here, the card that's orientation, the card that's in this position, is telling us what the overall theme is that we're dealing with when it comes to what might be standing in our way in having total harmony and fulfillment in our relationships, especially during this new moon period. All right, so let's take a look at the message. Okay, so the message is direction, and what this is telling us is that we need to be very, very clear on what we want and what we're trying to do in order to achieve harmony and fulfillment in our relationships. So sometimes we might be using strategies that aren't helping us in achieving fulfillment and harmony in our relationships. So what the oracle is telling us is that we need to really be looking at what are the practices that you're doing? What are the personal growth practices, the self-improvement practices, but most importantly, the spiritual practices that you're using right now, if you're using any at all, in order to have fulfilling, harmonious relationships. So first off, if you don't have a committed spiritual practice, that's number one. We need to make sure that you have a spiritual practice. Number two, with the direction card, it's telling us we need to be really clear. What is my intention with this relationship? What is it that I want in this relationship? And then what am I doing? What are the practices that I'm instating in my life in order to ensure that every relationship that I have, or any particular relationship that I have, is moving towards harmony and fulfillment? Okay, so when we're thinking of practices, that could be that you're working on some of your unhealed traumas and wounds. Are you working on those? Because when you work on those, then your relationships are going to improve. Are you working on any limiting thoughts and beliefs that you might have about yourself as in your relationship to this particular person? That's something that we need to look at as well. But particularly, this oracle tells us that we also need to look at the spiritual practices. And most of the time, actually all of the time, as one of my teachers always says, relationships are a cauldron of consciousness. So if there's a disruption in a relationship that you have with someone, the deeper cause of that is a disruption in your relationship to yourself, and therefore a disruption in your relationship to the divine. So what are the spiritual practices that you need to be doing right now in order to heal that relationship with yourself, so that you can have or experience harmony and fulfillment in the rest of your relationships, or this particular relationship that you might have in mind? So let's go ahead and take a look at our second card. Now, the second card, this middle card here, represents your unseen challenge, the unseen challenge of the bigger karmic pattern that's happening here in this relationship. So let's go ahead, see what the oracle has to tell us. And we're looking at discernment. This is a big one. I see this all the time with my clients, that discernment is something that is really needed in relationships. So here's what the oracle is telling us, and what we want to look at particularly on this card is the bottom interpretation, because the bottom interpretation represents when we're in a place of powerlessness, and therefore what is going to be our unseen challenge. So what the card is telling us, what the oracle is telling us, is that when we're not in our power, what we will experience in terms of discernment is the experience of confusion, doubt, indecisiveness, and an inability to see clearly and make good decisions. So we're being told, be very, very careful during this time of the new moon around your discernment. There might be the possibility at this time to experience confusion, doubt, indecisiveness, an inability to see clearly in respect to a particular relationship that you're in. Discernment is all about seeing clearly so that you can make choices that benefit yourself and benefit the flourishing of others as well. So where in this particular relationship do you need to be more discerning? That's what the oracle is telling us. Make sure that you are being discerning in this particular relationship. Now, of course, this doesn't mean, oh, beware, there's something bad happening in this relationship. It could actually be, look at yourself. Are you seeing things clearly? Be more discerning. Are you just being the victim or blaming someone else and not seeing the full situation clearly? Take a look at that. Or are you being overly positive about this particular relationship? Are you just seeing only the good side of this relationship? Be more discerning. So discernment is about looking at where might I be in denial about myself or about this other person in order to stay in this relationship. Okay? Or it might be about where do I need to look at my judgments in this relationship? Am I judging the other person, or do I feel judged by the other person? And so I'm using unhealthy strategies in this relationship. So that is our unseen challenge. Let's go ahead and look at what our unseen opportunity is. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our final card here. So the final card in the spread represents the unseen opportunity. So, and the unseen opportunity is the pattern. So what the oracle is telling us is that it's time to see that this particular relationship is part of a larger pattern or part of a larger picture for you. So sometimes it's really easy to just get so myopic and looking deeply at one thing, at this relationship, to the exclusion of seeing how this relationship fits into a larger pattern for you and the purpose of you even being here in this lifetime, right? So it's saying right now is the time to look at, let me take a step back now from this relationship and consider how this relationship actually fits into a larger picture for me. How is it, what is the piece that it's playing for me in the scope of my life, so that I don't get so focused on this relationship right here that I can't see how it's playing a really, really important part of a larger picture. So the unseen opportunity here for you is to see how this relationship is playing a very, very important role in a larger pattern of reality. All right, Karmic Warriors, so that is your reading, your new moon reading for November 2022. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment below if you enjoyed it. If you liked this reading, leave a like, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post videos like this one. I do readings on a regular basis, but I also post a lot of other videos and meditations as well to help you on your spiritual journey and that journey towards awakening. And finally, before I sign off here, again, I just want to let you know, if you're interested in learning more about the Karmic Warrior Oracle or purchasing it for $29.99, right now I have the masterclass that is a live masterclass in how to really use and harness the power of this oracle and the law of karma. All the details are below in the description. I look forward to seeing you next time, and namaste.